Okay, the eyedropper tool in CorelDRAW is one of my favorite tools. Okay, because it's really handy, especially when you want to sample a color. Let's just say, for example, here, and let's say that's a special color, and I want to put a fill which is the same color here. Okay, so I can use the eyedropper tool. So I click on that, and in the property bar here it says sample color. So I'm going to click on to sample this color. Okay, and once I click on that one, if you go here in the lower right corner, it says here powder blue. Okay, then I'll go to the object that I want to make it the same feel as this one. I hold down shift and then click, and there, shift and there. Okay, so that's one of the uses of the eyedropper tool. Now the eyedropper tool also can be used, it can also be used to sample a color in an image. So this one is a JPEG, and let's say I want to sample a color of this part here of the wall. So I click on that and hold down shift and then pour. Okay, so if you look at this one, it's the same color as this one here. Okay, so again, if I want to sample a color from here, let's say I'm going to zoom in here and get the color of the flag here. Click on that and then hold down shift and then pour. See, it took the color of that. Now the eyedropper tool too is also there's lots of uses. You can also use it for copying a drop shadow. Okay, so if I click on the eyedropper tool, and the default is sample color, but if you click on this one, it can be object attributes. Okay, it can get the attributes of an object. Okay, so I click on object attributes, and this one shows the properties here. Okay, let's say I just want to copy the drop shadow, not the outline, the fill or text. Okay, so I'm just going to uncheck that, and then I'll click OK. And here in transformation, I'll uncheck that. But here in effects, since I want to copy the drop shadow, I'll click on drop shadow and click OK. Okay, so I'm going to click on the drop shadow. Okay, now it samples the drop shadow attribute, and I go to my text here, and I hold down shift and then I click, and notice that it copied the drop shadow with this one. Okay, and I can also do it here, hold down shift, there, so drop shadow. Okay, not only drop shadow, you can do lots of effects. Let's say perspective, power clip, contour. Let's try perspective here. So I'm gonna uncheck that and click OK, and I'm going to make a text here, and then I'm going to put some perspective on it. So add perspective. I'm going to do it this way. It's gonna exaggerate like that, and then I'm going to type in another letter here. Let's say letter, I'll make it the same one as letter S. Okay. Now if I want to copy that perspective, okay, so I click on my eyedropper tool, and I'll click on perspective here for the effects, click OK. So I click on this one, okay, and then I hold down shift and pour to this letter S, the bigger S, and see it copied the same effects.